Hey everyone, today I have another What's in My Caboodle. So I think I'm going to change this up a little bit. I'm not going to do like things that I'm going to try to reach for at least one thing in this caboodle once a day. That's kind of what I've been doing because I feel like when I have a lot of palettes in here, I tend to use other palettes and I don't know. I want to shop my stash, but I don't know if I'm going to do this every month or every couple months or something like that. So yeah, just this is what I'm going to put in there for now, and maybe next month if I don't have a video, it's kind of because maybe I didn't use those products enough, and yeah, that's what I'm doing. So yeah. Okay, so usually I like to have like a high-end foundation and a drugstore foundation. But this month I'm trying new products, which I'm still gonna end up using, like my Julep one and the Maybelline one a lot. But I want to keep this Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation in there and this e.l.f. What's it called? I forget what this is called. This is the Flawless Finish foundation. I want to keep these in there because I feel like I want to finish these up. I don't know if I would repurchase the Wet n Wild one because I like the Maybelline one better, and I think that this is I think of this as more of like a full coverage one, and that's kind of the same for this e.l.f. one. I do like the Maybelline. I might like the Maybelline one better. I'm not really sure. I kind of want to compare the two. So yeah, I want to use these guys up, and maybe I'll repurchase the e.l.f. one, but I like the Wet n Wild one, but I probably won't repurchase it just because I found something better. But yeah. And I want to use this Rimmel BB cream. I just kind of forgot that I had this, and I want something like nice and like light coverage. Emily Noel 83 mentioned this recently, and she mentioned the Garnier one. So I kind of want to use this up and get the Garnier one. So I still have quite a bit of this left. So I think it'll take a while for me to use it up, but I do like it. I mean, I think I like it. I haven't used it in a long time, so we'll see. But yeah, I just want to use it. And I have these Cover FX custom infusion drops, which I think will be good with the Wet n Wild foundation. I like this a lot with the Maybelline foundation, and I like it. I'll probably like it with the Julep one too. I haven't used it with that yet, but I think I'll end up liking it with that. And yeah, I want to use these a little bit more, so I'll keep them in my caboodle. I'm going to keep this Sleek Rekindling palette just because I really like it. I used it most of the time last month. It was in my monthly favorites, and I thought I used it like every day last month, but I did also use the BH Cosmetics, their Blush Neutrals palette. I use those blushes in there a lot too. So I forgot to mention that in a favorite, but it was a favorite last month, so there's a bonus favorite for you in this video. But yeah, I like this. I used the cream blush today. I've been using these two a lot lately, and I want to keep using this, so I want to keep it in my caboodle. And I have this Lorac Unzipped Cheeks palette. I use this for my, what was it called? If I could only keep one tag, because I think this is like the blush palette. Like if I could only keep one blush, I would keep this one. And I forgot how much like I loved it when I used it for that. So I wanted to, keep it out for that. And yeah, I really like it, and I think it's a good one. I have this Makeup Revolution blush palette. I have a few Makeup Revolution things in here because Emily Noel 83 just did a video on them, and I was like, oh, I really like their stuff. I should try more stuff out, and I just kind of want to use what I have a little bit more before I try anything else out. So I might do a video on Makeup Revolution sometime soon. So I'll use this palette for that, and yeah, it's good. This is the Fortune Favors the Brave palette. This is a really nice palette. One of my favorite looks I ever did on my blog was actually with this palette. It's just like got some nice like neutrals, and there are a few pops of color, but like you can get like a really nice like glittery look. I did sort of like a monochromatic look with this, and I really liked it, and I think it's a good one. And this is the Mermaids Forever palette. This is just like a nice like springy palette. It's got every color you would want in there. I kind of want to compare this to the BH Cosmetics foiled palette, now that I'm thinking about it, because I have that too, and I could compare the two easily. They're kind of similar. So yeah, I'll probably do some sort of comparison between the two of those, but I want to do a look with this because I like it and I want to use it more. Okay, so more eye stuff from the drugstore. You guys know I love my little All My palettes. So I think I'm going to do a video using all of these. Like, I'll do 5 looks with each of these, and I'll also use this Sleek palette. This is the When the Sun Goes Down palette. I just got this from Ulta. It was in the checkout line. It was about like $3. When you use the $3.50 off 15 coupon, they're basically just giving this away. It's a very tiny palette with very tiny colors. So I've used it a little bit just for like a brow bone shade, and it's nice to like keep like as a mirror too, because I had stuff in that tiny makeup bag before, and I'm trying to do blog looks with, you know, tiny makeup in a tiny makeup bag, and this was one of those. And yeah, I think it's pretty good so far, even though I haven't really used it yet, but you'll get to see me use it for the first time on camera probably, and I'm excited for that. And I want to do more like festival palette looks, and I just thought like this Buxom palette is kind of like a festival palette. This one I just made myself. I don't know what shadows I used in it. I have a blog post on it, but I'll link it down below if I can find it. But I just really like this for the spring and summer, especially. It's just all colorful shades. There are no mattes in here, but I like it. It's a nice, fun palette, and I want to kind of compare it to other festival palettes. And yeah, I'll do like some sort of video or blog post on all the festival things that I have. That might end up being a blog post just because some of them aren't available, a lot of them aren't available anymore, so I don't want to be like, oh, you can't get this anymore, but here's a video about it. Want to see a video about it, you can let me know. But and also for the festival makeup video, I wanted to bring out this Lorac Pro Brunch palette. It's the I Love Brunch palette. And I didn't love this palette last year. Like, I like it. I don't want to get rid of it. But I don't know. It's a little harder to work with. These are pastel colors. Pastel shows up very light on the lid, so, you know, it's a tricky color scheme, I think, to begin with. And yeah, it's not bad, but it's not great. So I'm gonna keep that in there, and I'll use it. And last but not least, the Too Faced Natural Matte Palette. I just kind of wanted to use this more. Yeah, I remembered I had it in my collection, and I want to use it more. And they've repackaged it, and it looks a little bit different now, but I like this packaging, and I just like the palette. I just knocked over the lipsticks that I have in here. I never did a review on these Julep lip mousse things, so I want to do a review on those, so I'll have that somewhere on my blog sometime soon, in the next month or two, because I already have a lot of blogs for this month up and scheduled. But these are just, this was in a set that was around Christmas time from Julep, and it was at Ulta, and it has, I don't know if these colors are permanent or limited edition, but the colors are Blush, Ooh La La, and Kiss Me. So I'll do something with those. I do have kind of a lot of highlights in this, but that's because I want to compare them. I have the Wet n Wild White Raven highlight with the Laura Geller Diamond Dust. I want to kind of, like I said, I want to compare these because these are very similar. I think they look like completely different on my cheeks though, so there's that too. But I might do a drugstore versus high-end video on these, even though I know this is limited edition, so I don't know if it's easy to find anymore. I think it's going to be available like throughout the spring, and this one I think is still available too. I think they said it was limited edition, but they lied. So yeah, these are similar, but they look different on me. But you know, I think you would be happy with either one. So far, I'm gonna do a whole video on it. And then my two favorite highlighter palettes. My favorite from high end is Anastasia Glow Kit and Gleam. I don't know if this one's available anymore, but this one is the only Anastasia Glow Kit I have, and I love it. But I think I like this sleek one better, and I haven't tried this in a while, just because I love the sleek one so much. But I still want to. They're not that similar in like color scheme, so like they're different as far as that aspect goes. See, here's this, and this is the Anastasia one. Oh, they're not that different. Now that I look at it, it's not that different now that I look at it, but it was just kind of, it wasn't like an are they dupes, it was like this is my favorite from the drugstore, this is my favorite from high end. Let's see how they are, which one I like the best. And then my mascara is the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise Mascara. I just opened this, so I'm just going to use this. And that's everything. I didn't include, like, eyeliners or, like, primers or anything, just because, I don't know why. I just didn't include them. I pretty much use the same face primer every day. So, yeah, that's one thing. I think I'm going to finish that primer up soon, though. So I better use some of my other primers so that I can repurchase that one and not, you know, have a bunch of primers out, because I don't need them, especially when I found the one that I like the most, which is the Milani Prime Light Primer. But anyway, I'm going to get going now. I hope you guys are having a good day, and I will see you guys all on Friday. Bye!